What's up, guys? Common question that I get asked all the time is, I always feel drained. How do I get more energy? So you have to look at it this way. You have to build more energy than you expend. So we have to look at how we can cultivate energy and how to conserve energy so you don't drain it too fast. So first we'll look at building or cultivating energy. So some of the practices that you can utilize is meditation, qigong, yoga, things like that. Energetic practices to help promote the flow of energy in your body. Exercise. This can be any type of exercise, intense exercise, training your muscles, getting your heart rate up, moving around, getting your joints to mobilize. Getting enough sleep, getting enough rest. So if you're not getting enough sleep, your body's not recovering well enough and you won't be able to recharge. Having healthy relationships. And I won't get into what those are, and that'll be for another video, but basically you want friendships and romantic relationships that are going to benefit you and help you grow, but not be a burden to you. Nutrition, eating foods that are going to be healthy for you and nourishing to your body. Having a positive mindset. So if you have good thoughts and positive beliefs and things that's going to boost your confidence and self-esteem and your outlook on life, feel more positive spiritually, those can all help. Doing things that excite you and increase your vibration. So whether it be a job or a hobby or you have a calling to pursue something that you're interested or excites you, it is moving in the direction of living the life and doing things that are meaningful to you. So all these are things that when you do it, it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make it easier for you to live life because you feel motivated. Okay, now the other side is the things that expend or drain your energy. That would include stress. So anything that stresses you, that aggravates you, that makes you feel overwhelmed. And that includes emotions. If you have any type of negative emotions that you're harboring, they're going to, traumas, wounds, old patterns, things like that, you want to address them as soon as possible and alleviate some of those issues if you can. Lack of exercise. So if your body's not moving and you're not having your energy and circulation flowing well, that's going to create some stagnation in your body and it's going to cut off your flow of energy. Sexual practices that are draining. And I won't get into that too much, but you can look that up. Not getting enough rest. So if you're not getting enough rest, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to wear yourself out and you don't have sufficient enough time to recover. If you're not sleeping well, because you're maybe overthinking, and maybe you're having stress, maybe you have illnesses, things like that. Same thing. Unhealthy relationships. So if you're in relationships that are not serving you, that are draining you, that maybe you're in an abusive situation or you're in a situation where you're not mutually getting the kind of benefits or agreements that serve you, then you might want to consider getting out of those relationships. Nutrition, poor nutrition. If you're not getting nutrients that you need, if you're accumulating toxins, if you're drinking, smoking, doing drugs, all these things obviously are going to tax your body. And it's going to take away from the energy that you have to deal with these stressors. Having a negative mindset. That kind of goes without saying. But if you're always worrying about things going bad and you're expecting things to go bad and you're worrying and you're stressing yourself about how terrible the world is, or having negative beliefs and ideas in your head, fearful thoughts, these can weigh down on you. And doing things that do not excite you or do not raise your vibration. So if you're in a job that you don't like, if you're doing other things that you don't enjoy, or you have things that you enjoy that you don't allow yourself to do, and so you're stuck in this cycle of doing things that you really don't like doing, then it's going to drain you, because you're not feeling alive. You're not feeling excited about what you're doing. And one of the things that happens is when you're doing things that excite you, time flies, right? Time flies when you're having fun. And a lot of times people are excited about their job, excited about whatever they're doing, and they forget to eat, they forget to sleep, and they're charged, and they can function on very little rest, very little food or anything, because the activity itself is actually almost feeding them energetically, because they're so into what they're doing that time flies. They don't realize that it passed. Whereas when you're doing things that you don't like to do, time drags and it's slow, and it's like, when is it going to be over? And you keep looking at your clock and it's hardly moving. And so there you're actually increasing the amount of stress or burden, or lengthening the amount of time, because it feels so long. And you're actually aging more too when that happens. So bottom line is, do things that feel good, do things that lift you up, and minimize the things that drain you. All right. So if you have any questions, you have anything else you want to add, feel free to post. Thanks for watching.